Hi and welcome to another pick a card on this channel. Today I'm going to be channeling messages for you all from your guardian angels. Now, before I get into these readings, if you're not familiar with the concept of guardian angels, it lies in the fact that we did not come to the earth alone. We have all been assigned, call them angels, call them people. They have all been assigned people and spirits, energies who can assist us when we ask them what we want. So they usually carry messages for us. They try to talk to us through different mediums, through the five senses we know, and more senses if you develop them. So I'm going to be channeling messages for you from your guides, from your guardians on this earth as you live this life. What you need to know from them for this life, the point which you're at in life right now. What do you need to know right now? So let us see what your guardian angels have to say about you. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. For the timestamps of these readings, go check the description. You will find the timestamps for these readings. You can use your intuition regarding which pile has your messages, or you can pick from these stones or the way the pile looks to you, calls to you. It's all up to you. You make the choice and I'll channel the reading for you. See you on the other side. Hi, group 1. This is a Trine Stone and the Ostara Tarot. Let's see what we have for you in today's reading. What does group 1 need to know about their current situation and how they are being guided through this? What is group 1, pile 1 going through? Give me a moment here. Let's see. Definitely no rush. Your guardians are not in any rush of any sort. There is, like, you're definitely being asked here to go with the pace. There is more to what you imagine, to what you see, to what you want. There are still things to be channeled, and take your time with time, in a sense, like understand time more. This is 8 of Cups. It was being followed by the 8 again, the 8 of. So if one message I'm getting, if you want to start some work and it is not coming through, it is because you need to put some more emotional work in this. You need to connect with your work more. If you want your life to have more colors in terms of when you put yourself somewhere, when you give something your time, it should show you more colors, it should show you more results. If anything like that is on your mind, you're being asked here to put some more work. Okay, work in the sense you need to harden it more. Just like, this is what I'm hearing. This is like you need to shape it in some way. Okay, whatever you want to do, it's like you need to shape something better for yourself, so that you can, if you've not been resting well, if you've not been sleeping well, there is a message for that also. Like, take your rest. You are being protected here. Okay, like you're really being protected here. You may not feel it, but especially when you're resting, you're being protected by your guardians. And like, cat is a very strong symbol for guides in life as such. So I feel that you can you're someone who is very much in connection, especially if your guardian is like some kind of like earth angel, like your guru or someone, or maybe a person that you know of. And right now is the time to like take the nice sleep so that you can emerge without getting overwhelmed by people's expectation or reaction for you. Okay, take how it resonates. I do feel someone has been suffering from how people see them, and your guides here are telling that, listen, we are working on you, you're working on yourself. Let's be more sincere than anything else, and we will find out what this is about. You get the Justice, you get the Sun, get the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. I do see some guides themselves here. I see some people who are meant to guide others in some way. You can be mother, you can be a father, you can be a parent for sure. Also, you can be a teacher. You're here to guide people in some way. You have come to a point in life where you understand the concept of judgment and why people judge others, how you have some understanding of social construct, okay? Like you see social construct from in a very different light than other people, and you can teach that to others, is how I'm seeing it. You first need to understand that right now, whatever you are kind of putting on these scales, whatever you are, जो भी आप तोल रहे हो इस वक्त, जो भी whatever you are trying to find answers for, these two options, the heart and the mind here, the heart and the feather here, is like you have very tough options, I must say. One is where your heart lies, and one is where you're being guided to. I see you, yeah, and I see you struggling with it. In the past, if you have been detached from your surroundings, it's because I'll find why, but I do see that you have been you have been disconnected from your surroundings, at least emotionally. I see right now you are kind of passing some test, and in the future you are passing this test. So you are on right track. That's definitely one message from your guides. Also, they are looking at you, they're taking care of you really very keenly. You're being taken care. And your advice is to give your emotions to the situation. You need to, like, instead of channeling any kind of logic, the way of heart is the way for you, in terms of you need to realize your emotions, because the outcome is not what you really expect or what you really imagine right now. Outcome is going to be far bigger than what you think it is going to be. And I do see your guides are a bit angry, or if, like, I do see someone is like pissed off because you think you're bigger than yourself sometimes. Take how it resonates. Please do not, I'm not trying to call out on you in any way. It's just the message that I'm receiving. If you feel that your mind can grasp everything, or you know already everything already, it's not the case. I see someone is like getting lost in words instead of going behind the meanings, and your real the fact that you can't see your struggle or analyze your struggle in the right way is arising from this, that you are taking yourself too seriously in some way. You need to like ease out a bit, because what is coming out of the situation is not something what you expect. Let me go into the clarification of this, like what is happening here before I pull some oracle for you. Let me see. I see a person who is not very sensitive usually, but during this time you might feel really sensitive about things. You get the King of Feathers. Let me take this upright. This is the King of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Strength card. The Queen of Feathers. And the Eight of Feathers. I do see some of you having angels in your partners, or in your, like your partners might be channeling messages from your higher self or guardian angel, however you may want to call it. Whatever is, like, sometimes you are in different spaces at different given times. So when your person is talking to you, or some person from different sex who feels very familiar to you is talking, they are channeling messages from the messages that you need. So this is supposed to make you feel yourself. This is supposed to make you into something that will have resilience for the further purpose in life. You do have a purpose in life. You need to get out of this comfort zone of not making a choice, and like Yeah, you're very logical. You're looking at something which is of emotional nature very logically. You either like, yeah, and it's not paradoxical, because this is like Queen of Swords and Queen of King of Swords here for me. So I'm like, this person like thinks that their intelligence is everything in some way, or right now they think so, that things go by logic, things go by standards, by process and all those things. You're not believing in miracles in some way, and that is what you're being asked to release, that thought, that and believe in miracles in very strongly. You need to believe in miracles, and you can sense it, this truth, this perception. Whoever is like channeling messages for you, this person can show you this. And maybe this is you, more feminine side of you, where you have more perception, you have more truth. And yeah, you instead of like getting into the ego trap of analyzing literally everything, strategizing everything, not having the courage to like make the choice of the heart, because logically that doesn't sound well, that and all is being called out of you, that and all needs to be like thrown out of you. You need to release that, get out of your comfort zone, get out of what you have learned from the communities in the past, or your people from the past. Your past doesn't decide for your present or future. You need to let go of like superstitions also, is what I'm getting. Like if someone has like personal superstitions, like if this happens it means that, if that happens it means that, that kind of thing is also keeping you in a trap. So you need to get out of that, have a breakthrough, and endure through this energy, and actually find out the sun with the strength, with very similar visuals, is like calling out to me. What you need to do here is like release these strategies, release these the solutions that you come up with for distraction also. Maybe you distract yourself when you are not able to completely recognize your thing, recognize your emotions. Maybe you distract yourself. You're being very electric during this time. You are being very like perceptive during this time. You can have very strong perception and look at things very strongly. Your guides here are like specifically trying to focus upon how far you have come in terms of realizing the self, knowing your truth, and acting upon that. You're being asked here to channel more of it by connecting with your feelings. You have been, maybe in the past you were asked to not feel in some way. This can be a past for someone, and you lost connection between your body and how your body feels when you're at something. You can basically seize your body to feel. And that is being asked to release, not directly. You just being asked to look at it, that this might be the case in your case. While it feels like a comfort zone, it might not be doing you the best. Maybe you do not want to feel what all is happening to you, but you are really being like pushed into feelings if you do not work your emotions, if you do not give the present situation your emotions. You're being asked here to give the present situation your emotions, connect with the situation emotionally. Try to know there are two scales in this reading, and I feel this scale is of how you are at in life. I feel this justice scale is like you have two choices, either of the heart or of the mind, and this is within the heart itself. Within the heart, you may sometimes feel that if you listen to your heart, you might not reach anywhere, but that's not the truth. If you just drag yourself through the mind, you are not reaching anywhere either. So understand that facing that situation, having courage to face your own emotions, is becoming very important. Do not apply logic to your emotions. Do not intellectualize your emotions. Just face them. Let me channel more messages and like what else is being asked out of you. How to face these emotions, how to face these harsh emotions over here with ease and grace. Okay, again, so not forcing anything. Again, don't like force anything. There is like flow in life. Understand that flow. basically understand, try to, and also with the figure here, I feel that you're being tried. You're being asked here to go with the flow for sure, because this is a transformation, ease and grace. And like, if you have any practices, this is the time when you can use your practice, any kind of practice, like for the body, for the mind, whatever practices you do, you can use that practice to get into this flow, to get into understanding how magnificent you are and what all you can create. So the message I'm getting is of the kind that you are very magnificent. You are like more than what you think you are. You can create things in life, but whenever that test happens in you where you actually have to create things, you refrain from even taking action, and that comes from the fact that you're not able to know how you're actually feeling. So you feel lost, scattered and all that. While there can be a flow that you can attain, there can be some, like powers of all the metals, of all the elements, not the metals but the elements, power of all the elements that you naturally have. You need to understand that. Use your power is the message here. Do not think that you do not have powers. Face your fears, you will see that you do have powers. Dharma. These two are in like very similar pose, very similar pose. This one has same pose actually. Same pose, like you are being asked to alchemize here and do your duty. Do not shy away from your duty. Even the elephant stands for dharma as a symbol. You're being asked to participate here instead of thinking that the mind knows it all. And this is time to get in touch with the body. This is time to get in touch with the wings that you have. You have multi-dimensional wings. You understand that how when you put ease and grace in the body and the form, and do your everyday routine with a lot of grace, instead of putting mental energy into it, instead of like trying to figure out what it means, just doing it for the sake of it, doing your duty, you create abundant opportunities in life. And you get your strength from not thinking about the past. You get your strength from sticking to your dharma, sticking to the purpose in life, which is, in your case, a lot of it is connected to being where you are, instead of like just jumping onto from one thing to another. You are somewhat from very past. You are maybe your past life is in centuries ago. You are from the era somewhere, even you would feel so. You are from very far away era. You are stuck in this future. You belong to some really past times, and you're supposed to do things that way. You have all that protection that you need. You're supposed to do things in this way. You're supposed to like bring back the light first within yourself before you can do it for others. You first have to do it for yourself. So what more kind of cards do I want to... So let me pull one from the Yogini Oracle, like what kind of message what kind of message are you being told here? You get number 40, the Pada. So again, the animal figure, the animal face of a yogini usually represents getting over the animal instinct in you. I will also read from the oracle book about this. Pada, the strength. Well, your final card, your upcoming card, like the card for the future, was also strength. So let's see what we have for you here. She is depicted in a group of sculptures as Yogini temple in Rikhayam, Uttar Pradesh, India. The meaning of her name is ending or containing a word, that is, a sound that can transform weakness into strength. Even though a sheep is synonymous with goodness, gentleness, and patience, Sri Edpada, with the head of an innocent sheep, is a strong yogini. In her upper left hand, she has a kind of damaru, in the right hand weapons, and in the lower left hand a severed head. The animal at her feet is a mole. The animal is practically blind but still can decipher between nights and days. An animal-headed yogini with a severed head in her hand, Sri Edpada invites the practitioner to get rid of the ego and intellect. Free from the boundaries of ego, actions will be the correct ones based on intuitive cognitions, just as blind mole has mastered intuitive cognitions. Getting rid of the ego and developing intuitive cognition can only be achieved through a regular practice of meditation. This refines the senses to the point of being able to perceive the most refined level in the manifest world. The sadhana of Edpada is regular spiritual practice. To conclude the sadhana, open your eyes and say, I bow to the intuitive cognition that can be achieved through my regular spiritual practice. I bow to my commitment beyond weakness and strength. May the yogini support my quest beyond the boundaries of ego. Yes, you are here being guided strongly to get out of this comfort zone of feeling that you know it all or that you already see how things are going to be. There is more than what you imagine, what you can see already, and for that you need to connect with the intuitive waters of your emotional world, your psychic world. You need to rise above the ego, and you also understand that the soft powers in you are actually the real powers in you. Your sweetness, your kindness towards the world is actually the real power in you. Strength card, even she herself stands for the strength, and strength was also your final card with the sun. So knowing that the strength of a person is more about how they stand in their truth rather than how they defeat anybody or how strong, how logical they can be. That's not where the strength lies. The strength lies in standing your own truth and fulfilling your dharma no matter what. The strength lies in endurance. The strength lies in resilience, okay? So this is what you're being told here. Also, you are very protected. So if things are not working for you, know that it is protection. You are not being rejected for no reason. Some things are not meant for you. You are meant for better things, and that's why some things do not happen for you. So do not be disheartened. Rather, know that you will be guided in whatever you want, but you need to know if you really want something. You need to know that if you really want something. And for that, you need to face. You are all powerful. I'll pull 4 messages for you for channeling the 4 sides to this reading. Take me with you. This is definitely a message like understand your intuition. I also feel around the March, May, this time, we will see a very different you. The one that you see now is going to change during the times of eclipses and all. Alchemy, don't confirm. Yeah, alchemy does not depend on your logic, and what you're being asked to alchemize here is yourself. What about that time when you were right? So you are also being asked here to look at your past in such a way that when you did something and it turned out to be perfectly okay, and you were so you're being asked here to like look at your achievements also in such a way that they energize you to move forward instead of feeling low about yourself. Hi, group 2. Let's see what we have for you in this reading. Group 2. What do your guides want to tell you today? First, oh, why? I don't know why I'm. This is like 8 of swords with the 10 of swords. Okay. In some way, you are in a good space, is something I want to tell you. Your guides are telling you that you are in a good space, you are really intelligent, and you are on the right track. You were maybe struggling with the thought process of how you want to change yourself, how you want to move forward, but you understood that it's not about that. It's not about how you can think about yourself. It's more about how you can experience, become innocent, and that actually is going to help you. That's gonna Right now, you're in a powerful space. Your guardians are definitely very proud of you. You have overcome cycles that you were struggling with earlier, especially mental cycles here. Okay, you were like, maybe you were struggling mentally in the past, but now you will be out of it. You will learn what it means to be more perceptive. Perception is what seems to be coming towards you. What do they want to know more specifically? More specific questions for group 2. What do your guardian angels want you to know? They want you to know that you are here you are here with a purpose. You're not here without a purpose. So whatever is happening to you, whatever delay that has happened, wherever you're being asked to conserve energy and not directly participate, whatever is not working out for you is not for you. There is definitely a breakthrough of insight waiting for you, how to develop insight and use it in a new way that you haven't done before. You are taking on challenges, and that is very well being appreciated by your guides. You're taking calculated risk. I sense a lot of nothingness or someone working with nothingness, and that is bringing, you understood something. You understood that you do not need your thoughts to run your world. Either you understood that, or you're going to understand in some time that you do not need your thoughts to run your world. Even just by being, you can take this life on. I do see you coming out of a very struggling process of even like feeling you ended some anxiety here. You ended some anxiety, and that is when new doors opened for you. Maybe you went out in some way, you did go out and enjoyed some colors of life, but more focused approach is what is coming towards you in the future. Your guides want you to know that you are going to be getting some work. Let's see more messages, what we have for you get the strength card. They are happy with your endurance. They are happy with how you have passed the test in the past. I see someone who's having a lot of, they want you to know if something is not working for you, it's not for you. If you feel that you have choices regarding something, it is time to put yourself into some kind of empowerment. It is time to like empower yourself. This is something that is coming through in this reading. It is time to understand that you belong, and you have this community coming towards you. You will be more happy in the future. I do see someone like love and romance coming towards you, and if that is there in your life, I feel you're being guided to pursue it in some way in this reading, in a way that you're being asked to use the power of love and completion, love and communication to speak your truth. Do not be with people who shy away from talking. Be with people who talk about their stuff, who what is on their mind, and who are like complete, who understand this power that happens through a connection, like more confident people. Associate yourself with more confident people, or only pay attention to those people who are more confident about what they want and speak their truth instead of keeping it all to themselves, or being this extremely stubborn person. Maybe you're being asked to get out of stubbornness or get away from people who are stubborn. Take how it is in your case. And stubborn in the sense who don't want to change their ways due to stupid reasons, due to reasons of their own, because they have been this way, they don't change. You're being asked to move away from that energy. Someone needs to know your worth if you are being, because these people are open to your energy in the way they will take when you want to give them love, but they will not be there when you need anything from them. And you are being asked to show them your worth in a way by finding confidence in the self, by being this person who speaks after a lot of perception, after a lot of insight, instead of their bubbly, childish self. You're being asked to use your innocence to empower yourself rather than empowering others. Or if there is some side of you which is extra logical, you're being asked to. So if this person who is extra logical, or struggling with that, you need to check pile number 1, group 1. I think if you are this person, or if this person is like outside of you, someone leeching upon your energy or something, then this reading is for you. And you are very strongly being told here with these 3 cards that soon there will be insight, information, love and peace coming towards you. But until that reaches you, keep giving peace to the situation, because to yourself especially, because you have a purpose for doing this. It's not happening for no purpose, and you are being made into this person who is more sure of themselves, who is like the high priestess in real world, in the way that you speak your truth. You're a practical high priestess, basically, like someone who is like speaks their truth and has a lot of perception, is very firm in their truth, like and helps others to experience their truth in its entirety. So and the first step to that is some way leaving behind the people who do not accept, or who accept you the way you are. Like, walk away from them. There can be some jealousy issues, or there can be some shadow here that you are struggling with. Let me see more messages, what you need to do in this situation, what your guides want you to know. What else? You are a very soft persona. You guys really are protective over you, because you have this sweet, gentle self, which is actually your strength. You are here to awaken people, to open their hearts through your words and through your presence. So they are proud of you in that sense, because you have been really showing strength in your recent past. Opportunity and change. I think you represent this. Your guides are telling you that you are someone who works, who is very free, who takes action when they are inspired to do so, instead of any forced action. So you're being asked to appreciate that you are at your best when you want to be at your best. So look after things that make you feel really good, and it can be about your body, like listening to your body. Understand this about yourself, that you are someone who will take action and responsibility when you feel inspired to. You cannot force yourself into something, neither you can force others. But when you do so, you have a very magnetic personality that you are able to pull people to you in such a way that whatever you are channeling, they connect with that and they want to soar high with you. And yeah, people give in completely when you take inspired action. So understand your power in that sense. You're being asked to refine that power, sharpen your power in that sense. So you know, you're being asked in this reading to know your worth, or to apply your worth in your life, or to let go of people who do not see your worth. Why? Because you are at your best when you see your worth. You are something or someone who needs to be taken care of. You do not function very well when you are drained or when you are under pressure. So understand this part of you, this side of you, that you will be at your best. Yeah, you being asked to restrict the excessive flow. Take how it resonates. Restrict the excessive flow. Move towards samadhi. Move towards like move towards through by canceling the stupidity in life. You will move towards, you will stop draining your energy. You, instead of like channeling your energy to people and situation who drain you, you will be able to take that back. I see a very beautiful feminine in this reading, flowy and all those things, but like your beauty and your charm and your sweetness sometimes is like people may be getting jealous of you, maybe talk behind your back or even in your face in such a way that it puts you down. You're being asked to completely cut off those people and understand your worth, or do not sell yourself short. You understand how even doing small things makes you so beautiful, and rise above. Rise above taking too much action. You're not someone who needs to take a lot of action in life to be successful. You are someone who needs to conserve your energy in the right way and then direct it, channel it, so that you are able to take the opportunity when it arises. So you guys are definitely very proud of you. They are even proud to be able to assist you because you're very goddess-like. So whatever you want, they bring to you. So, and why you need to be in samadhi, so that you can know what you want and they can assist you with that. Now, let me pull cards for what is your strength. Let it sink into your belief and wait. Final decision maker. I feel that your main strength is that you're a powerful manifester, and your guides are abusal leads to fear. Eclipses bring big shifts. So there is an eclipse in your reading also. This is just the influence of the time. There is an eclipse over here also. So understand this. This is the time of big change in your life. You are changing for better, and you're changing a lot during this time. You need to understand that you're a powerful manifester. You are very powerful, and you are like being asked to address these energies in such a way, like let it sink into your belief system and wait. I feel the samadhi card is like too relevant in this reading. You need to get into your center, make decisions from your center, from your within, from your deep within, from your heart, not dicey decisions. You have a flowy personality, but that cannot seep into your decisions. You have to make decisions from a very centered space. let it sink into your belief and wait. So whatever is not manifesting for you, it is mainly due to the reason that you are selling yourself short. You're not letting your thoughts channel and sink within yourself so that you can know how it will manifest. You are trying to like confirm with people how you should work, which is like completely of no use. Your strength also lies in eclipses, which is like in your case happening right now, though eclipses are around the corner. I think in March or April, this time we're going to have big eclipses. So they may bring a lot of shifts, or whatever you're manifesting may come through during that time. I do see a lot of similarity in pile 1 and pile 2. So if you were attracted to that reading, go check that one also. Final decision maker. You are the final decision maker in your case. That's what you need to understand. But abusal leads to fear. So do not let anybody abuse you, and do not abuse anyone from your side. Try to complete with that energy. Try to, when you like forgive someone, you basically free yourself. So if there is someone that you need to forgive, do that, or basically withdraw from anywhere where abusal is happening, where fear energy is being stirred, because your energy is being wasted there. This is in bold in this reading. Your energy is being wasted by the fear and abuser and low vibes. Don't do that. Let me see one final message for you from the Yogini Oracle. You get the Ganga Pada. So let me like read from the book itself, because these are like powerful cards. Again, this is about the flow. Ganga is about the flow for sure. Let's see what it is. It has a lot of meaning than just that. It's about purity also. It's about strength. It's really mysterious. The strength of the river. There are many legends about the way the river Ganga descends on earth. All of them portray temperamental Ganga that flows down with uncontrollable force. Thus, Lord Shiva appears in order to center Ganga's wild descent on his head. He calmly traps her water in his locks and lets her out in small streams. The touch of Lord Shiva sanctifies Ganga. I don't know what the word means. I think it's related with purity or something. But anyway, therefore she is able to flow in 3 streams at the same time: in heaven, Swarg; in earth, Prithvi; and in the underworld, Patal. Thus she is also called Tripathaga, one who travels through the 3 worlds. Having absorbed Lord Shiva's attribute and knowledge, she knows the circle of birth and death and removes obstacle in the path of liberation from worldly attachments. Sri Gangapada is the much venerated goddess. She is often depicted at the entrance of traditional temples and is also found among the group of yoginis in the temple. Her water is the source of purification because she represents the knowledge of creation and dissolution. When someone makes a pledge immersing their right hand in the holy waters of the sacred river, it symbolizes the gathering of strength to put into practice in any decision that has been taken. To accomplish the sadhana of Sri Gangapada, one should first attain equilibrium of the mind. To conclude the sadhana, open your eyes and say the following: I bow to the holy waters that flow inside me, representing the strength of Sri Gangapada. So, I think this is those oracle which summarize what I have been talking about. So your strength is immense. These yogini cards are about what kind of power you channel. So your strength is immense. What you are being asked is to like embrace it by taking the right actions, by having strength against the mind, knowing that your thoughts are not needed to run your world. You are someone who can flow through all the 3 worlds. You are completely an You can become anything. This is what you need to know. You can become anything. Rather, your force is such that people may not even able to take it, and that's their problem, not yours. And in fact, that is not a problem at all. That's how you are. You need to embrace your nature. You need to be understand this samadhi space is from where you can actually control your flow into this world, but this samadhi space is where you need to be soaked in so that you can like, yeah, if you can touch meditation, you will understand what this is. Meditation is your overall need. Meditation with compassion, peace, and completion. Also understanding world end to end, understanding world in a way that everything goes back to the same source. So anything that you're perceiving is happening or not able to perceive happening is not a problem. Everything is coming from the same source and going back into the same source. It's really important to forgive, because as a human you have a limited energy. When you wake up to when you sleep, you have a limited source of energy. You cannot waste it upon things which are not complete in nature, which are incomplete, which do not have any meaning as such, which are basically just pattern which keep you thinking that you are not good enough. You are being asked to withdraw your energies from those things or find ways to get over those things, maybe do the shadow work or whatever. With a person like this, you may be even struggling with anxiety. Sometimes you're being asked to get over your anxiety through, again, meditation. So I think, yeah, your overall message is that you are a very beautiful person, one. And I think that's written all over, that you are so beautiful. Know your worth. You are complete. You radiate so much. Just know your worth. Get back to your own space. Get inspired by yourself. Do not feel if during meditation you slept or not. You're not supposed to judge even that. You're not supposed to judge yourself at all. Get rid of that inner critic now. So when you get into this flow and center this flow onto yourself, you will be able to create big changes, because you are the final decision maker. Your guides are like, you tell us, we'll bring it to you. But you need to tell it to them from this space, from the centered space. So yeah, also very ambitious personality over here, which might sometimes interfere with all this psychic abilities, because ambitious people sometimes get lost in the Maya world by thinking and try to find their worth as per Maya, which should not be the case, which is not how this is going to work out for you. In your case, you have to let go of the matter and completely tune into consciousness to create anything. Or know that even the right thing that you want to create will come through consciousness, not through the matter world, not through the material world. So yeah, trust your consciousness. This is what I have for you in this reading, group 2. I hope this resonates. If it does, give a thumbs up, please. I appreciate that. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3, pile 3. Let's see what your guardian angels have for you. What do we have for group number 3? This card wants to show up, and this card wants to show up. And this was already here. Pile 1 also got 8 of Cups in the same place. And then the So your guides want you to know that you are a complete person. Your guides definitely want you to know that you are nothing of a human being. You have already transcended that. You are someone who is experiencing human life, and do not find your way out of it because of some conflict. You got maybe in the past, or maybe in the recent past, or far away in the past, you got over the fact that you need anything from the world, you came out free. And right now, though, you seem to be struggling with either some conceit within yourself or some trash from the outside world. But it can be both ways, like inner thing manifesting at something in the outside. But soon you're going to be completing this energy, and your guides definitely feel bad for how you have disregarded them, or sometimes you just do not appreciate enough what you have. You might be someone who sows seeds and forgets about the plant. When it happens, you do not take care of it. You are being in some way guided towards that. You're being guided towards gaining your confidence to state your needs so that you can take care of something that you have already created. I think this is someone who constantly talks to their guides, like very like you, someone who have a way to connect with the divine, with your ancestors. But again, I do see something you are doing or something that is happening through you which is not aligned with your path. What is this energy? I feel someone like either taking on your energy, or you're allowing someone to do that. You're allowing yourself to cheat, maybe in some way. You're cheating yourself in some way. So like, take how it resonates. It might not be that serious actually. So we'll see how it is. You're being asked to put down a certain attitude which stops your growth. You being asked to yes, like this is the message here. You have this attitude of manifesting the opposite of what you want. You kind of want to hate things into, let me hate something enough so that I have them, or something like that. You're taking a wrong route towards manifestation of your desires in this world, and you're being warned against that in this reading. You're being asked to put down this attitude of being an outsider yet wanting to be a king. You need to stop changing your ways at every given time. You need to face the challenge for the growth. Instead of like collapsing, because you can't really all collapse at all. The energy will take its shape. But you can do something better than that, because you have so much power. So instead of allowing the energy to just like do whatever to your situation, take control of the situation by actually releasing control on the situation. So there is something in your mind, there is some hidden parts of you also, some way intuition talks to you, and you have to like really differentiate between the intuition that is yours and intuition that is actually a telepathic message from somebody else who wants you under control. This can be your own ego, but I see some kind of trap being laid where you are tying your own knees and falling down in some way while moving forward. So you cannot micromanage your every single step. You cannot know where will you be in a year from now, right now. You have to give that space and time for things to unfold at a natural pace. Anything is possible for you, rather, really anything is possible for you. But that anything, what value do you give to that anything? When I say that anything is possible for you, what value do you hold for that anything? If you are just about conflict, if you're just about one conflict after another, one drama after another, if that is what satisfies you, or if you're some way addicted to your highs and lows, or the tantrum that goes within of yourself, then you are being warned against that in this reading. You're being asked to go with nothing is bigger than life itself. No law, no consciousness, no God is bigger than the small sentiments and joyful times in life, which may come due to others or due to the self. You're being asked to really enjoy your life one by one, and do not pressure a lot of your thoughts, or do not push your limits outside your boundaries. Do not try to make anything happen by force. Try to make things happen by love, dedication, real progress, creative force, confidence, sacred knowledge, instead of just pushing through some idea that you got last night. Go with something that you were thinking about for weeks and months. Do not toss that idea behind. Follow your real creative force, your confidence, instead of how others perceive you or how you want to be seen. You do not want to let others see your pain in some way, and you seem to be hiding that, and that is why you are receiving more pain or a distance from your guides. If at all you feel are distant from the guides recently, it's because you are digging your own grave a lot of times. Friendship and union. I think this is very much a message here. Use these things. Surrender yourself to friendships and union, or learn to. If you're not able to surrender to a person on the outside, means that you're not able to completely surrender to the self. And you are being asked here to make real friendship, move towards real friendships, and invest yourself in a more complete way. Let's see one more card from or rather connect with your guides as friends, instead of looking at them as someone bigger than you, or looking at others as something bigger or lesser than you. You're being asked to use the very strong force of friendship. Chinnamasta, I really feel this is about removing your ego. This is about, the outlaw, or you need to understand the outlaw. You need to understand what the controlled fluid in your body, or what your ojas, what your purified sense of being can do to you. It can completely outlaw the world itself and create something new. You are the universe experiencing. So others are also like that, and your guides from different planes or from this plane itself are also like that. Connect with them as friends, or maybe your guides are talking to you as friends and caretakers. Both these cards here, your caretakers, your friends, are actually your guardian angels. So worship them like that, or whatever you worship, connect with them as friends. That is the overall message here. This is higher level of surrender for the next breakthrough. And let me pull one more card, which is directly your guide from the Yogini Oracle. Simhamukhi Pada, the one with the lion face. Okay, for her, I will read you from the book itself. I feel that you're very powerful as a person for sure. And number 11 is here. The creative energy. Sri Simmukhi Pada represents the strength that is the vibratory essence of the body. She also holds a skull in front of the solar plexus, is a symbol of the sadhak, the receiver of knowledge. This vessel filled with blood symbolizes the delivery of vital energy. the knowledge necessary to promote higher realms of consciousness. Sri Simukhi Pad here has in her left hand a damaru, a small two-headed drum shaped like an hourglass. A ritualistic instrument, it is made of human skull. The auspicious sound of damaru draws spiritual energy. Its vigorous beat stimulates the flow of transformation. She has a shankh in her right hand as a symbol of water. It is also associated with fertility and prosperity. For the sadhana of Sri Simukhi Pad, do the balancing or sound meditation by listening to the beat of drum, bells, and or the sound of conch blowing. On attaining equilibrium of the mind, draw to your solar plexus the experience of the sun. Enjoy the energy and let it go. To conclude the sadhana, open your eyes and say the following: the yoginis are now with me. I am one with the divine energy and freely flows in my body and the universe. You are being asked to connect with God at a more active level, at a more through something that gives you confidence to move through the world. Damaru to me, this is my personal experience, it is the multidimensionality of a being. The center, if the center is us, on all sides, how basically we move ourselves, all sides are affected and the sound is created. So you are being asked here to harmonize, to co-create with the existence. Okay, and that happens when you get in control of all these powers in you and not fear life, not fear challenges, or do not change your path as per because the challenge is a bit harsh right now. So with the star card also here, I feel this is about your enlightenment directly. If this time you change your path, you will not touch the enlightenment space. If you keep on doing the same thing, if you keep on manifesting through the same energy, you are going to some way reach an enlightened space, is how I'm seeing it over here. Now let me pull some cards for what is your strength in this process. What is your strength in I have been waiting for you. These are your guides. Don't reject or regret. Energy don't lie. There is only one source. And in reverse, okay, I do feel that you are receiving messages from somebody who is not your well-wisher. So try to, try to purify your space in such a way. You are just a wild river of the hills. I do see a wild vibe about you, pile number 3. Understand you are being led to clarity. So I feel you need to get rid of this by showing your strength, by becoming friends. So whatever this energy which is not for you will not be friendly towards you. It will come to you in secret spaces where nobody can see you or them. This can be a shadow, this can be something that you cannot relate in broad daylight. Connect with your guides in broad daylight, and whatever comes there, take on from there. Understand this is time to shine your light. Don't reject, don't regret. You're just the wild river of the hills. I have been waiting for you. You have a very strong message from enlightenment itself, from the intuition, from the sacred knowledge itself, that something has been waiting for you, pile 3. And well, I will leave you with that. I hope this resonates. If it does, check other readings on this channel. Also give me a thumbs up for this reading. I really appreciate your support, your comments, and everything that you do to support this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.